After a week-long absence, Jack is back. It was a nice week off last week. I got away from it all, got away from work, everything. My niece had a really nice party at her house upstate that I attended, and then it was work, work, work on my project. Unfortunately, I can't talk too much about that project for various reasons. Have to try and keep it on the down low. But in any event, it's coming along. It's getting a lot better. I'll probably be able to sleep there pretty soon. What can I say? A lot of painting happening. A lot of building of a knotty pine accent wall. That those sort of things. It's going to be, it's a fun project, but challenging at the same time. It's a 4-hour ride upstate. So it's, not exactly around the corner. So I'm either here or I am there. But in any event, so funny thing is, so I made several, and you can't just go around, not unlike Long Island, you can't just go around the corner to find a Home Depot or an Ace Hardware. It is more of like a 20-30 minute trip to these places from where I am deep in the woods and, on the lakeside there. But so I made several trips to an Ace Hardware in the town of Johnstown, New York. And, dealt with a lot of paint swatches, bought a lot of paint. And as I'm walking out, I look at this guy and I'm like, oh my God, could that be Bryce Talks Metal? I mean, this guy is his doppelganger. So I asked him, I said, you wouldn't happen to have a YouTube show, would you? And he's like, no, I wish I did though. I'd like to make some money. I'm like, buddy, I've been doing this for 6 months and I haven't made a dime one yet. But good to dream. But let me tell you, he looked exactly like him. So I had to ask. But, all goes downhill from there. So it was a very interesting week. So, we tried to, one of the things I want to do is, hold on. All right, back from our commercial break. I actually got a Charlie horse, so I had to pause the video. Not fun. Stay hydrated, folks. But in any event, so this is just a little recap of my vacation, but also it's a rant of a couple sorts. It's so funny. So I'm at the light one day and the other day, and I'm looking behind me in the rearview mirror, and this woman is doing it in her rearview mirror, and I'm just having a blast watching this. It's the funniest thing. People, you're being watched. Don't do it. And don't decide to clean house in your nose either, but people can see it. Anyway, so what other topic do we have? So one of the things that we wanted to do is we want to get internet for for our home upstate, because we want to have entertainment at night. We want to be able to work there on occasion. So it gives us the freedom to work from our second home as well as our first home. So that would be the coolest thing. But it's like no matter where I go, I have problems with these internet providers. So take my home on Long Island, for example. And my wife, Susan, has an even worse problem than I do. Every once in a while, we get these wires that drop to maybe eye level, 3, 4 feet from ground level. So we call AT&T, we call Verizon, we call Optimum /Altice, and they all say the same thing. Oh, it's not my wire. But, it all ends up with my wife yelling at them, and they finally enticing them to come out, and finally getting them to raise the wire so we don't, clothesline ourselves walking into them. So what does one of them do? leaves our gate open. So my dog Miley got out. Fortunately, she's trained well enough that she walked to the front step and stayed there till my daughter found her and brought her in the back. Good girl, Miley. So anyway, so that's LT. So we've had, with this show that I have, it's a miracle that I haven't had more problems with internet. One time we had a problem where we didn't have internet for a week and my wife had to go into the office every day. I actually had to go use internet at my lodge. Thank God they let me. Thank God I have the alarm code so I can get in every day. So that was pretty cool. So that being said, so we ordered, and of course, when you call Altice or Optimum with a problem, you're getting somebody in France who barely speaks English and has no empathy for the problem you're going through. Unbelievable. So anyway, we ordered Spectrum for upstate, and so I get Thursday night between 7 and 8. So I get there Thursday 7 o'clock. I'm waiting. So there's this app, or rather, they send you a text with a link that you can press to see when your driver's going to get there. So 8 o'clock comes. All of a sudden, my appointment got switched. So it went from Thursday night, July 7th, to now I'm switched to Wednesday, July 20th. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do that. So of course, I called them irate. I think I called them 4 times. They finally came around Friday, around 3:30. The guy was great. He hooked us up, full connectivity. We're all good. So that's that. So meanwhile, I'm waiting around for this, the Spectrum guy to show up Thursday night. And one of our viewers who watches both this show and the Sea of Tranquility, just out of the blue, IMs me. So, hey, how are you? So I answered him back, how's it going? And like a dope, I started to tell him about what was going on for me that week. And, and he was, I should have been tipped off then. Of course, he was speaking in very general terms. So then he hits me with, did you know that if you click on this link, you're going to get $100,000 from the government? I'm like, okay, it's a hacker. You've been hacked, buddy. So actually, I reached out to my friend on Facebook and I said, look, buddy, you've been hacked. And and what did he scam artists do? The minute you question, they try to appeal to your guilty conscience. Oh, are you doubting me? Do you not trust me? Famous words of the hacker / scammer. So I basically said, no, I don't trust you. You're a hacker. And just so you know, everybody, and I've heard them all, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten phone calls from people trying to sell me those solar panels for the roof. I can't tell you how many times I got called because my car warranty is expiring. Oh, this is Microsoft. Your software is running out, and you have to get your software updated. Meanwhile, it's some person calling from Bangladesh or wherever with a very broken accent, or go to your computer and click the link. And me, I'm like, buddy, go to your computer and fuck off. Unbelievable. One time, even my father got hacked. So this genius decides to start sending emails out. Little did he know, he sent an email to me, and I'm like, buddy, I've known my father for 50 plus years. He does not speak in those terms. With tears in my eyes, I need money and blah, blah, blah. So Just so everybody knows, I am trained in data security, and I am trained to be able to detect things like this. So, if anybody tries to scam, I am never, ever going to click on any link or call any numbers, answer any phone calls, or, of things of that nature. So don't waste your time. And, to all my friends out there, just be careful because they're out there. Be vigilant. It's very easy to go onto Google and Google, how to avoid scammers and hackers and, things of that nature. So good luck with that. So my week got better. So Saturday, as I drove downstate, I stopped at the Pardo residence. So Pete and I and a few of our buddies from college, New Paltz, we had a get together. It was a lot of fun. A lot of beer was drank. Fortunately, nobody drove home. We all stayed and partied hardy. Pete and I actually got to watch the Met game, which Keith Hernandez Day, so that was pretty cool. And that was about it. What else? Tonight, I'm on very late recording this because, Mets played their most important game of the year. They had like a 10-plus game lead on the Atlanta Braves, which dwindled down to 1.5 games because the Braves got so hot. Fortunately, our guy Max Scherzer went into town and pitched lights out, got us 7 strong innings, and we got the win. So that's one in the books for us. So that's that. What else can we talk about? So Wednesday evening, I will be a guest on Ryan Gavalier's show. It's going to be fun. It's a roundtable discussion on a favorite subject of mine, Judas Priest. That should be cool. And also later in the week, Pete and myself and another guest, we're going to have another baseball discussion, baseball in general and the Mets. So stay tuned for that. One of our viewers said, in the Prague seat meets baseball talk, which I like that. So I'm trying to think of a pun for that. So anybody has any good ideas, of a good title for that in the next day or two, please let me know. I'm all ears. So that's about all I have. So while I was away, people kept watching. I'm now over 22,000 total views. So thank you very much for that. I really missed everybody last week, but had to go recharge my batteries. So I think you'll be seeing some more content this week. Just to let you know, I'm taking another week next week to go back and work some more on my project. So try not to miss me too much. I'll try to record a few extra programs and space them out for next week. So, you got some things to watch. And everybody, have a good one. See you soon. Jack Toledano, speaking for all or nada, according to Jack. Good night.